tempted to say Happy Sabbath to you. Jioji, Konusi, Konrote. Hallelujah, praise be to God. At the outset, please let me acknowledge and thank Pastor Maveni for the prayer and that very inspirational short sermon that started us off. The coordinator of the Trans-Pacific Union Youth Congress, Pastor Fafitai Taefu Matai. The Principal of Fulton College, Dr. Glenn Gallo. The main guest speakers, Professor in Homiletics at Andrews University, United States of America, Dr. Hybert Williams, and Senior Pastor from North New Zealand Conference of Seventh-day Adventist Church, Dr. Paul Siope. Other Congress presenters and facilitators, participants of the Trans-Pacific Youth Congress, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Isambul of Naka, Kia ora, Talofa, Amalo Lele, Namaste, Noi Maori, and a very good afternoon to you all. I'm deeply honored to join you today to open this very important gathering of young people from across the Pacific, and I would like to acknowledge and thank the President and the manager of the Seventh-day Adventist Trans-Pacific Union for kindly inviting me to officiate and deliver the opening address. And as we proceed, I wish to acknowledge the welcome ceremonies involving prayers and the Itauke cultural practice of presenting me with the traditional kamunanga. Kemini sa naturanga na marama, no turanga sambeto, kasawalyo. Na biwa turutaki, kasawalyo na bidikon. This is a significant sign of progress that we can maintain parts of our culture which defines us as Pacific people, and combine this with our belief in prayerfulness and faith in Almighty God. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm told that we have over 300 participants from American Samoa, Australia, Kiribati, Nauru, New Zealand, New West, Samoa, the Solomon Islands, Tonga, Tuvalu, Vanuatu, and of course, Fiji. And so on behalf of the Fijian government and all Fijians, I extend to you a very warm bulavnaka and an equally warm welcome to all of you for gracing our shores with your attendance at this very important youth forum, particularly at this part of the year. I also welcome you to Nadi, which is not only hosting the Fulton College property, but which is also Fiji's gateway to the world. It is where our main international airport is located, together with some of Fiji's major hotel resorts. Nadi is also part of Fiji's tourism nerve center, and incidentally, our tourism mantra is Fiji where happiness meets you. I hope you enjoy your stay. I therefore trust that you will not only enjoy the interaction and the sharing of your experiences during the Congress, but that you will also enjoy the hospitality that Fiji has to offer. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm aware that the Church's Youth Congress is held after every 8 years. But more importantly, that the Congress aims to bring together youths between the ages of 16 and 35 to help nurture more disciples of Jesus Christ, the Son of Almighty God. The Church rightly believes that you, the youths, are God's army, as we heard, and that the congresses like this will help inspire and empower you to be vibrant Adventist disciples of Jesus in your own villages, communities, schools, and at work, or wherever you may be as you leave our shores. The Church further believes that in nurturing more disciples of Jesus, it can collectively expand His kingdom and prepare as many people as possible for His return. As an active member of the Seventh-day Adventist Church, I could not agree more with this belief. The belief is consistent with the Church's vision of having our Pacific young people sharing the joy and the story of Jesus' life, His death, His resurrection, and His return in a more vibrant manner. As Fiji's President Head of State, I also have a very important responsibility to encourage everyone, irrespective of their religion, cultural, or socioeconomic background, to hold on strongly to their respective faiths, to practice their respective faiths throughout their daily lives, and more importantly, to respect the existence of other religions. Fiji has a constitution that promotes religious freedom and religious tolerance, among many other endeavors that have united us and continue to unite us as a people and as a nation. Our unity is best reflected in our nation's progress. In fact, as you gather here for your Congress, our nation is going through some very significant transformations like never before. We have achieved a positive economic growth of about 8 consecutive years. It is projected and estimated that we will continue to achieve positive growth in the next 2 years, making it an unprecedented achievement of about 10 consecutive years. Our people's earning capacity is also increasing in proportion with our economic growth. And so our socioeconomic status is far better than ever before. Our role in the international community has also expanded significantly, and we thank God for that. In 2013, Fiji chaired the United Nations' largest voting bloc called the Group of 77, which in fact comprises over 130 member countries of the United Nations, including the People's Republic of China. This was the first for Pacific Small Island Development State. In 2016, last year, Fiji presided over the 71st session of the United Nations General Assembly until September of this year. Again, a first for Pacific Small Island Development State. In June of this year, Fiji co-hosted the first ever United Nations Oceans Conference here in Fiji. And on the 6th of November, our Prime Minister, the Honorable Admiral Warangi Maniwarama, ascended the presidency of the 23rd session of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, or as better known, COP23. Both these events are also first for small Pacific Island developing state. 2 weeks ago, I opened the 14th Civicus International Civil Society Week. This was also the first time that the International Civil Society Week was held in the Pacific region. Over 800 participants from all over the world, about 109 countries, converged in Suva to discuss issues affecting civil society around the world. And today is yet another significant gathering. It is an honor for Fiji to host such a prestigious religious meeting of young people from across the Pacific. Fiji's leadership roles in these international forums reflect the confidence by the international community in having Fiji preside over matters that affect us all. I deliberately mention these achievements to you because I firmly believe that this is faith in action in God for Fiji. This is faith that despite our different religious affiliations, we can all work together to transform our nation and humanity and lay the foundation for a brighter future for all our children and generations to come. Fiji firmly believes that our nation can be among the best democracies in the world, where everyone is treated equally, irrespective of their status in society, and where there is consistent modernization and progress that benefits everyone, and that in the end, no one is left behind. Having said this, I wish to encourage you to be strong disciples of Jesus by thoroughly practicing your beliefs on a daily basis. This is vitally important because our Pacific Islands countries are constantly at the mercy of modern day challenges, such as climate change, trans-border crimes like money laundering, people smuggling, transnational refugee migration, and illegal fishing, to name a few. Within our own countries and communities, we are increasingly facing challenges with violence against women and children, and with health-related issues like the rise of non-communicable diseases, or NCDs. I also speak to you today in my additional capacity as Fiji's champion in the campaign to eliminate NCDs. NCDs cause up to about 80% of deaths, not only here in Fiji, but also throughout the Pacific Island countries. They are the leading cause of deaths in the Pacific, sadly. I believe that NCDs, the degradation of our natural environment through climate change and the violence against women and children are all scourges on our island countries. We need to put an end to all this. And I have every confidence that our people and our nations can work together to strengthen our capabilities to address these issues through our support of each other, backed by our strong beliefs in our respective religions. So as you gather to learn about how to become good Christians, I implore you to not only learn the doctrines of the church, but also do what is right for humanity at large. I urge you to become champions in the fight against all the ills of society. I urge you to lead by example in promoting healthy living, and in the process help eliminate NCDs to reduce the impacts of climate change in our own communities, and among other things, to take a very strong stand on violence against women, children, and the vulnerable in society. I appreciate that your week-long program involves conducting community services, including clean-up campaigns, lawn mowing, planting new gardens, weeding, trimming the tree and fences in Lautoka and here in Nadi hospitals, the old people's home in Lautoka, and the orphanage homes in Sameta, just to name some of the places you'll be visiting over the next couple of days. I note that you will also visit the same places on the Sabbath, on the 23rd, which is next month, to pray with the people there, present gifts, and donate food items. God bless you. Prior to this, you will lead a march through Lautoka City this Friday, together with local non-profit organizations and government agencies, advocating a strong stand on violence against women and children. I'm told that the Adventist Church Worldwide initiative theme is, as you heard, and I believe it's time to end all that now, and that your Congress plans on making this message loud and clear to all of Fiji and the Pacific that the challenges we are facing today has to end now. Violence against women and all that I've mentioned before, and that we each have an important role to play in all of this. I encourage you to act on this theme and to add a God-centered vision as part of your transformation from this Congress. Just like the Apostle Paul had a vision while he was on the road to Damascus, we must also realize our God-centered visions and be good disciples of Jesus. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish to acknowledge the tremendous effort put in by the organizing committees, the Trans-Pacific Union in bringing together so many participants from across the region. I also acknowledge and commend the parents, the guardians, the families, and supporters of you, our youth. Thank you for having faith that the church in Fiji could look after your young people at this time of the year. Thank you for having the faith that the young people are safe and that they will be well cared for whilst in Fiji. Please enjoy your stay. I wish you the youth every success with your Congress for the next couple of days, that this will be a watershed moment or a moment of transformation in your young lives. I also wish you well in your future endeavors. I have no doubt that many of you will become great leaders in your respective communities and countries in years to come. You're certainly planting the right seed by attending religious conventions like this to nurture your faith in God. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish to conclude by wishing you all a blessed Christmas and a prosperous and equally peaceful New Year. It now gives me the greatest pleasure to officially open the 2017 Trans-Pacific Youth Congress. May God bless you all. Now, thank you.